Today on Grindavik 3, the club are preparing to find out who their first opponents are in the Europa Conference League qualifying rounds.
Mate, I don't want to wait on hold any longer. I just need my passport renewed by next month. Well, if I'd known it was expired, I would have done it sooner, wouldn't I? Yes, fine, I'll hold. Yeah, look, I mean, things are going well. Preparations are going well. There's a few logistical issues that, the club isn't used to, but we're working through those. And we're just trying to shield the players as much as possible so they can concentrate on their football. But, yes, I'm still here. Yes, Villain is the name on my passport. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Grindavik on the Impossible Dream. It is Season 3, Episode 3 today, and we will find out the first team in our European adventure. We have the Europa Conference League first qualifying round draw, and let me tell you, there are some illustrious ties. We could be going to Northern Macedonia, we could be going to the Faroe Islands, those bastards. And is there a rivalry between Iceland and the Faroe Islands? In my head, it's like they hate each other, but... but yeah, there's obviously a lot of illustrious draws that we could get in this competition. So we'll find out later this episode who it is we're going to get there. But I thought we'd have a quick look at squad dynamics because it's gone well. We know that it's gone well. You know, nothing has happened on the field since last episode. We were coming straight back. Team cohesion is good. Club atmosphere is very good. Managerial support is very good. Now the real question is, does anybody support me yet? And slightly better. And Dongala still opposes me, and he honestly, I think that is as much a reason as anything why I don't care if he stays. It's like, how can you oppose me at this point? I just don't understand that. But anyway, we've got a couple of the key players that support me now, and a lot of the underlings as well. So that is all good. And the social groups is it's still a little bit splintered for my personal liking, but we'll get there. It's fine. I think the problem with Bjornsson is that he's so much older than everybody else. He and I, we have our little book club. You know, we go to bed early, up early for breakfast, and the rest of them, you know, they go and live their social life around town. But anyway, so that is how the dynamics are looking. And well, we've got 2 games today. The first one is in the league, a reminder of the league table, and we can see it there. Now our game is against this Leiknir team that I don't have a game in hand on us right now. Actually, they're 2 points back, so they could leapfrog us here in theory, so let's hope that doesn't happen. And then we've got a really tough game in defense of our Icelandic Cup title, and that is away to Fram, and we can see Fram are sitting there in 4th in the league just now as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting episode, highlighted of course by the Europa Conference League draw. But let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here in this first game in the league. You can see it there, away from home as well, which is always a little bit more tricky. And we are expecting a 4-3-3 from them, and the team that we are sending out is as follows: Bjornsson in goal. It is Hafporsson, Adel Steinsen, Magoma, and now Sheba there. Sheba has got a heavy match load. So let's maybe bring Arnetson in. It's going to be Sayas, Maya, and Capiello in midfield. Oscarson and Moa. Stefansson goes up top. He has a heavy match load as well, actually. Let's maybe bring Jonsson in for that one then, and try and keep some of these guys a little bit fresher for the cup, perhaps. All right, let's get out there. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. I don't recognize any names, I don't think. What do we want to say to this? Go out there and impress me. I think I learned from my mistake last time. Just play your natural game, boys. Now, if you're wondering, well, you probably aren't because you won't have seen it, but Manny Ostman, we've released him. Mutual termination, $5,000, off he goes. He was the horse's ass winner last season, of course, and I was just sick of the sight of him, so he accepted a mutual termination, so that's that. Now, if you're wondering why Hafporsson is playing at left back, Marmot is on international duty. I think High is as well, and Antonsen. I think they're the 3 that are away. So it's a little bit annoying in a way that we have to play the game missing 3 internationals, because I think, although Antonsen isn't a senior international, but I think could be wrong here, but I think in the English leagues, if there's 3 players missing, then you have the option to postpone. Now, whether I would have done that anyway, to be honest, is probably debatable, because it just backs it up later on when we would just have higher match loads when we have guys that can come in that are there to be backups. So I probably wouldn't have postponed it anyway, but would have been nice to have been asked, you know. And well, we go all the way back to Bjornitsen here. And let's see what is going to become of this highlight. We're pinging it around nicely. There's Moa getting forward. Half Paulson has gone beyond him. And still we ping it around. Magoma gets it wide, moving them. This is nice play, isn't it? If we do get a goal at the end of this, it's going to be, it's like a Dutch side. Oh, it's stunning. That is stunning. And the thing with that is I can't show that at goals of the season because the highlight's not going to do that justice. But we were passing it around for what felt like 5 minutes, and then eventually Oskarsson has got past his man, laid it on a plate for Jonsson, who's tucked it away. It's a brilliant goal, but like I say, the highlight is not going to do that justice. I think that's sometimes what happens too when I go to do the goal of the season at the end of the season. There's goals that I, at the time I'll note them down, and when you watch them on a highlight, it's just like, oh, that is right there, and it's cleared off the line. Magoma, so unlucky. Capiello, that's deflected behind. Corner kick. We'll try again. But yeah, you know, and then when you go back and watch them on the replay, it's just like, it's kind of crappy. But it's there again, and Jonsson sticks it in, and it is his 6th of the season. It's 2-0 after 20 minutes. We probably don't need to be attacking them anymore. And when we're good, I mean, we are just very, very good, aren't we? It's such a shame I stuffed up the team talk against Selfoss last time. Good composure from Jonsson there. I don't think he tried to shoot first time, did he? He brought it under control and then tucked it away with the other foot. So Jonsson is starting to show that he can not only score in the second league, but also in the Pepsi League. Here we go with Sayas, Halfpossen. And we go across to Magoma. It's forward for Sayas. Maya around the corner. Capiello's made a great run, and the finish is there as well. And, well, we're back, aren't we? We had a little bit of a slip-up. It was a banana skin. It was a banana skin. I said it was banana skin before the game against Selfoss. And, well, I made sure of it, didn't I, with a crappy team talk. I'm really if you're wondering why I'm so sweary, actually, I've just finished recording the baseball episode. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but, yeah, my sweary mood is very much from that. I've just got to try and relax and just enjoy the game. I'm having fun. I play this because it's fun. And that is terrible pathetic. That's not fun, guys. That's absolutely pathetic. Focus, please. All right. So 3-1, half an hour gone. And yeah, Magoma won the header, and then he wasn't able to get back, and Adel Steinson maybe was through the keeper's legs. So a little bit unlucky, perhaps, but you could also argue quality finish. And what we don't want to do is let them back in. We've got a corner now. Can we restore our 3-goal lead? It's off the inside of the post. How is that stayed out? Magoma with no luck at all today. And we still have a chance. Arnetson goes back, and that'll end the highlight. I mean, it's typical game, isn't it? It's been very comfortable. 67% possession, 3 goals scored. But that one they've got back it just makes it a little bit nervy, doesn't it? We don't want to see any let up in performance. Magoma is now looking anxious. All right, he's inspired again. Jonsson, I don't know how you can be uncertain and unhappy, mate, because you're on a hat-trick and now he's just confused. I don't know, how confused can a striker be? Put the ball in the net. It's the most unconfusing position on the field, I would say. Oh, and that's a goal back. And it's 3-2. Well, let's try a demand more. And what's gone wrong here? Magoma just beaten for pace, wasn't he? Good finish again, first time. And that poor Steinson striker looks like he might be decent, doesn't he? I think I've got an eyelash too, which is annoying me right now. Jonsson on a hat-trick. Crosses it in. It's there for Oskarsson. Good touch. It's cleared away. Only as far as Sayas. To Moa! Oh! Honestly, that back post, we've seen Magoma hit it twice, and now Moa has as well. And if we do end up dropping points here, it will feel very much like the woodwork was against us. All right, let's praise them. We are still winning a game and playing well. It's just a few mistakes, and finally Victor Jonsson sticks a corner in. It's a hat-trick for him. It's 4-2 now. And let's hope that clears up any confusion that he might still have lingering. And Moa, quality ball in again. Good leap from Jonsson, and goalkeeper could do nothing about it. So we will praise again, and hopefully that's the end of the nerves. Do we want to make any subs here? Do we have any bookings? We have Meyer on a booking, so let's take him off for Turpitson, and Oscarson as well, so we'll take him off for Ndongala, and that Adel Steinson as well, but we don't really have another centre-back. Pordartson is in to cover that, but he's not really a centre-back. He's more of a defensive midfielder. Half Pawson, you're going to have to be quicker to that, mate. Oh. Focus. Just took his time a little bit too much, didn't he? But the clock is running down. We've got a 2-goal lead. Can we put it beyond any doubt? It's another good ball in. It's another goal. It's Thiago Sayas. 5-2. And that should be that. That will be that. They're not scoring 3 goals in, 2 minutes plus stoppages. Another good header in there. And, well, we will go into this Europa Conference draw, top of the league, and loving life. Let's hope we don't concede another one here. It's not been the best defensive performance from us, has it? Adel Steinson gets a half block in, and you do well to score that, to be fair. I'd say we defended that quite well. And 5-2, it does indeed finish. It's a hat-trick for Jonsson, Cappiello and Sayas, adding the other 2. And, yeah, well done, boys. In the end, it was really, really comfortable. So we are 2 points clear at the top. It's a gap of 5 points now back to this Leiknir side. So Vikingar, who we've already played and beaten, are our closest opponents right now. So Grindavik turned dominance into victory, and Jonsson with the hat-trick, justifying his position to play him ahead of Stefansson. And, well, there we go. That is all very, very nice. I will see you momentarily for our group stage, not group stage, for our first qualifying round draw in Europe. Okay, welcome back. This is exciting. Our first draw. Now, we have not been seeded as you wouldn't expect us to be, and we can play against one of 74 teams, including Rapid Bucharest. Now, I don't think we would want them, would we? Constant, I don't know who that is. So, I mean, well, we don't want a Romanian side, basically, do we? So this could take a while. And apparently we don't draw all the groups 1 seeds first. So we have got Finnish opposition in SJK. We'll have a look at that momentarily here. It kind of took away a bit of the suspense, didn't it? 74 ties to be drawn. So this is them here. They are, do I have the Finnish league loaded? I do. They are currently first. Now is that because it's, no, they are actually first. So, well, that's going to be a challenge, isn't it? We'll have a closer look at them when we get to the competition. And this now means we have a second qualifying round to draw as well. There's no really good way to do this. So what I might just do is just draw all teams. I mean, we don't want to sit here to 107 teams to draw. And the suspense will come as we scroll, and there it is there. So that could be tough. Kazakhstani or Azerbaijani opposition. No, sorry. It's Macedonian or Kazakhstani opposition if we are to get past the Finnish side. So I don't know what to expect from any of it, but we'll put our best foot forward and hopefully come away with a victory. A Grinda victory, you might even say. But we have another game, a cup game to play, so let's go and do that. Okay, so here we go with the other games taking place at the same time as ours. Now, there's a couple of things I needed to update us on here. The first is a renaming, a Patreon renaming. So Damien Allmark is the new Johansson, the good attacking young midfielder. Damien, I couldn't remember if it was an EN or an AN. Let me know if that's wrong, and I'll obviously fix that for you. And the other thing to catch you up on is a signing that we have made to come in on the 1st of July. It's a free agent signing. So Carlson, we'll just see if he comes off. You can see he's potentially got potential. So, yeah, he was at Halka, played 3 games for them, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I forget how much we're paying him, but it's certainly not much. So he's got some decent attributes there I think we could work with for an 18-year-old. So, anyway, that's that. Let's have a look at what we're doing here. It is a 4-3-3 that we're expecting out of them, and this is the team we're sending out. Bjornsson in goal, Half-Paulsen, Adel, Steinson, Magoma, and Sheba for this one. Magoma is probably not going to last 90 minutes, but Antonsen isn't either, back from international international duty, as is Marmot. So they're on the bench if we need them, though they possibly won't be getting... well, we'll see. We'll just see how the game's going. Sayas, High, and Capiello are in midfield. High is back from international duty as well. Oscarson and Moa with Stefansson back up front. Maya is suspended for this one, so that's why we don't see him. And I think that's the only major omission that might be a surprise to some people. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Again, don't recognize any names that bring me trauma, so that's a decent sign, I suppose. There's no pressure on just playing a natural game. They are heavy favourites for this one, and I mean, you look at it, they are a established, title challenging side, and we are just these upstarts that just got promoted. So you would imagine, or you can certainly understand why they are favourites at home as well. But I give us a chance. Obviously, we're a good team. We really are a good team. I'm curious to see how we go in Europe. I'd like to think that we can get past the Finnish side. That might be wishful thinking. I am also going to try and boost the squad up between now and I think it's about 2 weeks to that first game. So I'm going to try and boost the squad up with loan signings if possible, so that they're not going to be annoyed to not be registered in the league squad, but we'll have them for Europe. So that's sort of my plan. There's going to be a little bit of just learning from me. I haven't played a summer league, well, certainly not as an impossible dream, but not for a long. I'll be talking offline saves like years ago now. So I'm going to have to sort of learn the best way to build the squad. What a ball that is, and Stefansson sticks it away because that's what he does, and that's a stunning goal. 1-0, and Capiello and Stefansson. It'd be interesting as well to see how the likes of those two go stepping into European competition. But look at Stefansson, just kept himself on side. The pass from Capiello was sublime. And it's 1-0, which is, needless to say, excellent. So we'll just kind of see how we go in Europe. The further we go, obviously, the more money we can get. Like I say, I'd like to think that we could beat a Finnish side. Whether the thing with is it Kazakhstan or I think it was Kazakhstan I said, wasn't it? Is that they do, there is a little bit of money in that league. Now, Astana is sort of, they're the big boys, aren't they? So beyond that, I'm not quite sure what we get. Oh, and it's another goal for Stefansson. He is just a goal machine, isn't he? He just knows where to be. And, I mean, he's completely transformed this side, because we always created a lot of chances. And it just makes you think that the strikers we had beforehand were just not good enough, because he is just always in the right spot. He always seems to find the back of the net. And we are scoring so many more goals because of it. So, I mean, Victor Jonsson, obviously, I mean, it's harsh on him. He just got a hat-trick, didn't he? But we definitely need to be looking to get in some better finishes, I think. Because he's done so much better than I ever thought that he could do. Not that I didn't think he was going to be a success, but I didn't think he'd do this, basically. He's almost certainly going to top score in the league, you would imagine. There are some very good strikers in this league as well, so maybe that's a bit of an assumption. But then this isn't a league game either, is it? So, but you know what I mean. He's just doing really, really well. Capiello, cross-field pass. It's again there for Stefansson, and he's a cheat code at this point. 17 goals. It's another hat-trick. Capiello with his second assist. And there's a part of me that thinks start resting players, because there's only, I think, a 1 or 2 day gap before we have the next league game. So, have we had half-time? We have had half-time, haven't we? We might. It doesn't matter. It wasn't giving us offside. Karasson can play up front. I might give him a game. I prefer him as a deep-lying forward. He's actually quite good in that role. And the other one we might do, Sayas is looking tired, so we might bring Turpitson on for him. And we might leave it at that. We'll keep a sub up our sleeve just in case we happen to need it. We can go off of attacking at this point as well. And yeah, I mean, we just look a very good team for this level anyway, league level. Magoma, he's almost at the end of the game, so we'll rest him in the next one. And yeah, that's been as comfortable as you like, away from home against a team that I thought would give us trouble, and I was very much mistaken there, wasn't I? That was very, very well done. So there are the other results. We've lost another top flight side, another 2 top flight sides there in Grindavik and Selfoss as well. But I mean, at this point, I mean, we don't really need to fear anybody, do we? We're definitely of the quality of the top flight, so we don't have to worry about that. And the guys that we've brought in Stefansson, in Capiello, for example, they just look like they're at home in this league. They look like they're too good for this league, don't they? That's what they look like. But anyway, that is that. We're into the next round of the cup. That'll be the quarterfinals, and well, we will see you next time for. All right, so we'll come back for the quarterfinal of the cup, and then the first leg against SJK, and then if we need to do the second leg, the episode after, we can, and hopefully there'll be a cup semi-final in there somewhere as well. So it's very, very exciting. European football starts next episode. Until then, guys, I've been on the video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.